Whispers of the Heart, a romantic love story. Lena was a quiet, soulful girl from London. Her heart was broken, and her dreams felt distant. So she packed her bags and flew to Florence, Italy, the city of art, poetry, and old secrets. She wanted peace, a fresh start, and maybe a little time to forget the pain. But she never expected to fall in love again. It was a rainy afternoon. Florence's cobbled streets glistened as raindrops danced on rooftops. Lena stood under a stone archway, trying to protect her journal from getting wet. That's when she saw him, Marco. A local artist with kind eyes and a paint-splattered shirt. He walked over, smiled, and held out his umbrella. "English?" he asked gently. "Yes," she replied, a bit surprised. "Then come," he smiled, "let me walk you home." That small act of kindness started something neither of them understood. They didn't exchange numbers, but fate had its plans. The next day, Lena walked past a small studio near Piazza della Signoria, and there he was. Marco. He waved, invited her in, and showed her his world, a world of color, silence, and passion. Marco wasn't just an artist, he was a dreamer. He showed Lena a blank canvas and said, "Let's paint something together." No rules, no pressure, just emotions. She smiled and picked up the brush. For the first time in months, her hands weren't shaking. Days passed. Then weeks. Every day, Lena returned to the studio. They painted side by side, laughed, shared childhood memories, and sometimes just sat quietly, listening to Italian music and letting the silence speak. The canvas grew, full of colors, strokes, and moments only they understood. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the rooftops of Florence, they stood on the balcony of Marco's studio. The wind was soft, carrying the scent of roses from the nearby gardens. "I was afraid to love again," Lena said quietly. "And I was waiting for someone like you," Marco replied. They leaned in, slowly, like two hearts recognizing each other. Their first kiss was soft, hesitant, but unforgettable. They fell in love, deeply and gently. They danced under the stars, wrote poems on napkins, got lost in museums, and found each other again on riverside walks. Marco painted her. Lena wrote about him. They were two artists creating something beautiful, not just a painting, but a life. But time is cruel sometimes. Lena's visa was ending. Her return to London loomed over them like a storm. They had to make a choice. "I can stay," Lena said one night. "No," Marco whispered. "Don't stay because you're afraid. Go. And if we are real, love will wait." So she left. Tears fell at the train station. Promises were made. What followed was a year of letters, phone calls, and late-night messages. Marco sent her hand-painted postcards with little notes. Lena sent poems, photos of her rainy mornings in London, and pieces of her heart. 1 year later, on an autumn morning, Marco opened the door of his studio, and froze. There she was. Lena. Holding a fresh canvas and smiling through tears. "I came back," she whispered. "I never stopped waiting," he said. They hugged. They kissed. This time, they didn't let go. A year later, in a vineyard outside Florence, they got married. The sky was painted in gold and pink. Friends surrounded them, music played, and they promised forever. Lena said, "I promise to never be your past. Only your present, and your future." Marco replied, "And I promise to be your home, wherever we go." They kissed under the Tuscan sky. Today, Lena is a published author. Her first book? Whispers of the Heart. Marco runs an art school in Florence. And in the little studio where it all began, they still paint together, side by side, heart to heart. Because true love doesn't need grand gestures. Just two souls, brave enough to begin again. Love the story? Show your support with a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your love means the world.